Comrades, I want to just bring you to your attention, those who were there on the gravesite. When I was giving my short address, I did indicate that, amongst other things, we want to dedicate this anniversary to the land dispossession that is continuing in this country. And as a matter of fact, we want to make sure that the PAC, we go on what we call a land revolution, not a land reform program. Because in the words of John Nyati Kwakela, apartheid cannot be reformed, but it must be destroyed. So I'm saying this because we are very grateful that we are having comrades from ZANU PF, and I did indicate in the morning that we support the land program in Zimbabwe, and very soon we are going to embark on the second revolution of our land repossession program. So I'm just making we are having comrades from ZANU PF. You can just have one sing, PAC can sing. You are my forces, I know you. I know you. I discipline. Viva PAC, viva! Viva! Viva Sapa, viva! Viva! Viva Sapa, viva! Viva! Viva ZANU PF, viva! Viva! It's a good sign of welcoming our brothers from Zimbabwe.
Oh
we are very supportive of the programs of Comrade Gabriel Robert Mugabe. Viva Mugabe, viva! So, they've killed him, I don't know how many times, but he's still surviving. Long live Mugabe, long live! They've killed the economy of Zimbabwe many a times. It is still surviving today. They confirm it's growing at a very fast. Even Tsangarai acknowledged. Viva Zimbabwe, viva! Viva! So, one of the PAC speakers will obviously send our revolutionary message to our comrades as much as concerned. It won't be done by me, but I think we'll capture it. Over to you, comrades. Oh, is the letter?
Long live the spirit of Azania, long live! Long live! Long live the spirit of the land, comrade, long live! Long live! Long live the spirit of Comrade Sobukwe, long live! Long live! Long live the spirit of Comrade Sobukwe, long live! Long live! Aluta! Continua! Aluta! Continua! My comrades, siyabonga ubaphakathi kwelana. See ZANU-PF. Sibonga invitation from the PAC. Even though it was a late invitation, we told ourselves we will be here on this very important day. Comrades, time doesn't allow us. We've been advised by the master of the ceremony that time is not on our side. I would have loved to say a lot of things, talk more and more. My name is Ndabezi Nhlenyoni, the chairperson of ZANU-PF SA District. I'm with my comrades here, who are amongst us from the directive of ZANU-PF. We've got a message that we've got. We would like to deliver this to you, comrades. Let me not waste the time that we've been given. I'll give it to my comrade Duzo Gondo, to come and read the message that we've got for you, comrades. Long live, long live, long live, Africa, long live! Long live! Forward with the struggle, forward! Forward! Pansi la imperialist! Pansi la watemisi Afrika! Pansi la wasaino kutukumula wakata ni pansi la mo! Thank you.
Long live the unity of Africa, long live. Long live. Long live the liberation movement, long live. Long live. Viva PAC, viva. Viva. Viva Azapo, viva. Viva. Long live the spirit of Robert Sobukwe, long live. Long live. Down with the imperialists.
Down. Down with the imperialists.
We bring to you revolutionary greetings from the entire ZANU-PF at home. It is an honor to be invited to take part on this historical day where 69 of our African brothers were massacred for standing up and voice out for their rights. Under the leadership of none other than the gallant fighter, Comrade R.G. Mugabe, we say, Aluta Continua. Comrades, ZANU-PF would like to honor the 69 comrades and other fallen heroes by reminding all of us who are gathered here that, and other different places, that the struggle is still on. The same struggle that was fought by all our fallen heroes. The enemy is now using our own brothers against us.
Neo-colonialists.
As revolutionaries, let us also be aware of the resurgence of imperialism and recolonization perpetrated by NATO's revivalists, mini Berlin Conference, disregard of international law and norms, willful violations and abuse of United Nations Security Council resolutions. The NATO countries, through the use of brutal force under the guise and false pretext of defending and protecting the civilians in countries like Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Ivory Coast, and Libya, are actually forcing the recolonization amongst us. The imperialist has resorted to armed aggression and recolonization of developing countries through installation of puppet client regimes to facilitate the plundering and pillaging of their natural resources, to destroying their infrastructure and economies as a desperate measure to secure raw materials to rescue and address the crippling financial and economic meltdown of their countries. Freedom without land and without control of the means of economy of our countries is not freedom at all. As ZANU-PF, we have championed the land revolution, and we are now working on the total economic emancipation through empowerment of the previously disadvantaged indigenous people. The African Charter, I would like to quote this to you, comrades. The African Charter on Human and People's Rights, that is Article 21, Paragraph 5, stipulates that African countries must undertake to eliminate all forms of foreign economic exploitation, particularly that practiced by international monopolies, so as to enable its peoples to fully benefit from the advantages derived from its natural resources. Again, the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, Article 2, Paragraph 1, directs that a country must use its available resources to progressively achieve the socio-economic aspirations and rights of its people. So it is our right, I repeat again, it is our right to empower ourselves with our resources. In conclusion, comrades, let us not betray the spirit of our fallen heroes, bowing down to the imperialists who are trying to distort our history in a move to get rid of our liberation movements through technological platforms and puppet governments. Long live the unity of Africa, long live. Long live. Long live the spirit of the foreign heroes. Long live. Long live the spirit of Comrade Robert Sobukwe, long live. Long live. Long live the liberation movements. Long live. Viva PAC. Viva. Viva ZAPO. Viva. Panderne ZANU-PF. Panderne Africa.
Viva Robert Mugabe, not Viva Robert Sobukwe. What a coincidence. Yeah. And for me, as a matter of ceremony today, I want to tell you one of the major benefits that happened to me is that I shared a birthday with Robert Sobukwe and Ndate Magiti. Israel, Africa, land and liberty. We here at Comrades just have to brief. Rupa Wotre, Motho a re ula botsa, he asked Mandela, a person from America. He said, Mr. Mandela, tell me, I hear they talk about you. Where is that man who gives me sleepless nights? Robert Mugabe Sosulu. He said, Mandela was he was something, he was something, That is how Sosulu is feared in his grave. Yeah, he called that so many times, Tata. Party the Condesa Party! Party the Constitution South Africa Party! Family, the PAC family! Family, yes, Apple family! Family, yes, Africa family!
Israel, Africa, one Tanzania, one nation, Viva PAC, viva! Viva Zapo, viva! Viva ZANU-PF, viva! Yeah, comrade, it's important to use our land resources to empower ourselves. There's nothing wrong about it. Yeah, comrade. Quand tu as present Joseph Matrekele 1 and 2 at the facility, over to you.
greetings to the membership of the National Council of Trade Unions, to the 17 affiliated unions of NACTU, as a member of the PAC, as a deployee of PAC into the labor movement, I'm bringing those greetings. Today, comrade, today in Africa, I'm happy with what has happened today. I think it was good that the African National Congress government took this day to Soweto. It's going to dawn. It's giving us. It's going to dawn to the people of Val, in particular Chapi, as we commemorate this day. To us as NACTU, as a deployee of PAC into NACTU, we have made it possible, which has never happened in the past, that in 2010, May Day of NACTU in Johannesburg, we invited our president, Comrade Patel, to address the workers and the members of NACTU. In 2011, we invited our president, Comrade Patel, to address, and we marched together to the house of Robert Sobukwe to address the workers. Because our view as NACTU Africa is that NACTU union members, we pledged them in 2010, we pledged them again in 2011, we will pledge them as we invite the president of the PAC as well on the 1st of May, that as we go to election, local, provincial, national, they must take their organizations that they have joined, their membership card, and put them in the back pocket, and go and vote for the PAC. Viva PAC, viva! Viva! As a deployee, I want also MC. As a program of the PAC, 2004, in the ILO, International Labour Organization, when Minister Gosha from Zimbabwe, they were under attack in order, because it was said that the ZANU-PF has screwed in the last election of Zimbabwe. I can tell you, Africa, I was one of the observers in Zimbabwe in that year. It did not happen. Also, last year, when SADC leadership in the International Labour Organization wanted the Minister of Labour in South Africa to be a member of ILO governing body, I stood firm with NACTU to say that Zimbabwe will be the member of the governing body of ILO in place of South Africa. And indeed, to Africa, it happened. Because some unions in SADC, they went to Namibia, they went to Northern Africa to campaign against Zimbabwe. As NACTU in South Africa and other unions in SADC, we stood firm that Zimbabwe will be in the governing body of ILO for the next 5 years. Guess what happened? Guess what happened? South Africa at ILO in Geneva got 128 votes. Zimbabwe got 178 votes. Our message as NACTU Africa, we will repeat. We pledge our over 300 members of NACTU, in particular from these unions, SACU, Dikau, Neuza, Tau, and others, that their members and their families, as we go to the election in 2014, they must vote for the PAC. We are calling in Africa from the people of Val, Champion in Bariku. It's not by coincidence that Comrade Zuma has taken this day to other places outside. He does not know the struggle of Champion. He does not know the struggle of 1960. He does not know the history of Africa. This anger that was seen as we come into this commemoration on the road, I am saying on behalf of the people of Chadwick, all of them 100%. This anger must be changed and be pointed to the vote that everybody in this region must vote PAC. We can change this country. We can change this country. Long live the spirit of Robert Sobukwe, long live. Long live the spirit of Zemu Tumwek, long live. Long live the spirit of Pokela, long live. In Valley.
Long live the spirit of Stephen Bantu Biko. Long live. Long live the spirit of Ukhupu Tiro. Long live. Long live the spirit of Jatama Semola. Long live. Long live the spirit of John Yati Pokela. Long live. Isolate. Comrades, let me just go quickly to save time. I just want to make you aware. Some of our guests who are here, I'll run very much quickly. We've got Blessings Chirwa from ZANU-PF. We've got Comrade Franklin Mourinho, Chairperson ZANU-PF.
Viva PAC, viva!
We've got Comrade Pastor Kanyasaru from ZANU-PF. Once more, Comrade Davis Intenioni, ZANU-PF. And with the Comrade Linda Zedgon, ZANU-PF. Once more, Comrade Komani Mabasa from Once again. Salute. What is? With Mabasa again.
Amanda.
We've got Comrade Nara Sambato from the PAC. Comrade Narias. Tulele Tsindi from Azapo, National Chairman. Yes. Comrade Mputsel Koko, Azapo, Secretary General. Comrade William Sibeko, Upland National Chairperson. He's not here. Comrade Joseph McEken once more. Comrade Kikiswa Tapula, Azapo Youth President.
Viva, Kaya, viva!
Viva! Comrade Sansotet, PACC Bideng. Comrade Mankoto Lisufi, Azapo Gauteng Chairperson.
One Azania.
One nation.
One nation.
One Azania.
Comrade Small Zondo, Pasma National President. Comrade Sembele, Lennox Mzomana, Cope Sidibeng. Our long-term veteran, Comrade Mulomo from PAC. I know he also likes Zimbabwe, he told me. And then we've got Comrade Phineas Malapela from SOPA, our long-term comrade from this region. Our national leader, Comrade Mujini Maiba.
Manda. Is Seneto.
So, comrade, you can see we've got a very properly represented 52nd commemoration of Shaw's Day. So, this is what the comrade
Amanda, one Azania, one nation, Isolé. Yeah, comrade, in front of me here I've got Comrade Monzondo from PASMA, National President from PASMA.
Halala members of PAC, halala. Halala members of PAC, halala. Halala Azasco, halala. Viva Apla, viva. Viva ZANU PF, viva. Viva ZANU Youth Brigade, viva. Viva SOPA, viva. Lastly, viva PAC. PAC. And I'm only having 2 minutes. Already I've spent 10 seconds. I will just vehemently go straight and cut towards this particular bone. This bone shall remain our bone as PAC. It shall never, on our aliveness, be declared otherwise. This bone shall remain the bone of Sharpeville and Langa Masaka Commemoration. We still declare as PASMA, as the component structure of PAC today, we are growing with an intention to ensure that one, our voice will be heard. There shall be no distortion of the African history, let alone the Azanian history, which we claim ownership of it. We belong in Azania, we will die in Azania, we will die owning Azania. We've got a simple role that we will want to declare towards this particular day and this juncture. As a student movement, it is solemnly on our feelings and our role and the principal fact to say we declare this day shall be Mlanga Massacre. It shall not suffice as a human rights day. It shall never suffice as a human rights day. If it caused us to start defying publicly on behalf of this day, PASMA in this particular day, it calls for all African masses to rally behind in defending the day to be named Sharpeville Mlanga commemoration so that it does not lose its context. The intervention of the neo-colonizers and neo-imperialist forces has proven beyond reasonable doubt that their interest is to generate funds out of the soul that has died in this particular day. So it cannot be allowed, more especially in our existence as the forces, the amicable forces of the African masses, the Pan-Africanists to be specific. We just want to ask this question in the presence of the commemorators. Why Somowe died? Why Steve Biko died? Why Buta Gondibano died? Why Zeb Muchubeni died? Why Chaptama Simula died? Why Sabelo Palmer has to die? Let alone that we still have a question pending. Why Mandela is alive? As we take forward this particular idea to say the African masses must be liberated under the Pan-Africanist concept. Israel Africa. Let me appeal. Let me appeal for an additional 30 seconds. Our house, the very same house I'm standing in, is infiltrated by the agents, is infiltrated by the so-called communists, is infiltrated by the so-called international socialists, which tend to confuse our agenda as the Pan-Africanists. That is why we find ourselves in this. I'm not provoking anything ideologically. I'm provoking something in reality, speaking to us in context of reality. I'm just saying, son of soil, the action of being excluded will come to a stop. The action of being excluded in all forums as it comes to the South African representation, insofar as the name of the masses is concerned, must come to a stop. PASMA is taking over now. This is the first takeover. Last but not least, as PASMA, we want to make it categorically clear that the student struggles are workers' struggles. Workers' struggles are struggling for a land. The struggle for a land is a struggle for an economy. The struggle for economy is a struggle that must attain true attainment of the freedom of the African masses. In that particular aspect, we just advise, in this particular era, we are so perplexed on the basis that our house is not our house alone, is infiltrated. Our house, African team, is infiltrated. Our house, combat facilitator, is infiltrated. Look at what is happening in Cape Town under the name of our house. Look at what is happening in Greenpoint last year under our house. Zuma is alive. I don't know why.
He speaks big things. His name is Small Zondo.
Big man.
So today you can call him Big Zondo.
Yes, sir. Big man.
Viva PASMA, viva! Viva! Viva PASMA, viva!
Viva!
You know, comrades, where I'm working yesterday, Ama Barara showed me a video when Comrade Justice Makali and Small demolished the stage of Ama Barara last year. Yes. So I kind of like to give Small more time. I don't speak so much. Okay, Comrade, before we give our last young person, just a little bit. Let me emphasize this. Sharpeville, are you here? Sharpeville, are you here? Soweto, are you here? Gauteng, are you here? Eastern, are you here? Mpumalanga, are you here? Limpopo, are you here? Please elect. Yeah, comrades, before we are going to give the last speakers, I want to talk to the people of Sharpeville just to explain one thing so that everybody understands what happened. This is very important for the people of Sharpeville that they must know that the PAC is with them. High discipline. What happened, for those who don't know, the people of Sharpeville became aware of this sinister plot by the ANC government through the PAC, which was done by Comrade Abba Powell and Comrade Abel Khatel. That's how the people of Sharpeville knew that there was a plot to snap the Sharpeville Day through the Midtown fiasco. Now we are calling for the people of Sharpeville because we know that they are rejecting the ANC in this particular day, and we support their action fully. And what we are saying to you, the people of Sharpeville, as we have said in all local radio stations, there is no way Zuma will bring Shaka Day in Sharpeville. We know for a fact. This is what the people of Sharpeville said, not me in the radio. The people of Sharpeville said they are not surprised why the ANC is behaving like this because it does not know anything about the history of Sharpeville. The people of Sharpeville said, not me in the radio station, the memorial site that the ANC has done here is not maintaining it, is not taking care of it. It is just showing that they have done this thing against their will. That is a clear demonstration that the ANC will never support you, the people of Sharpeville. Only the PAC would stand with you and other revolutionary parties. And I want it to be stated so that we know what is our position with the people of Sharpeville in this particular day. So I don't want anybody to go out and say this and this. The people of Sharpeville knew through us that the ANC is taking this day in Midtown and they are very fully aware about it. So let me give you over Azayo.
That the last speaker has raised the bar, which makes my work very difficult now. Ladies and gentlemen, the 21st of March is a day that seeks to historically tell the brutal stories of the fearless and selfless fighters who willingly perished for us to live. But 52 years after, the Azania our heroes fought for has not prevailed. Perhaps we should start by asking asking ourselves the question, where have we gone wrong as a people? Have we been swallowed by societal norms? Do we as young people find ourselves conforming to the ideologies and the Western cultures? And if this is the case, how and why? In 1959, when PAC was formed, Ntate Mangaliso Sobukwe had a vision and his mandate was clear. Today, as young people of Azania, we say our mandate is to identify and destroy the enemies that shine in our shine. The enemies that speak but act differently.
Yes, sir.
In his famous utterances, Marcus Garvey says, I quote, "A people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots." Unquote. We are gradually becoming a tree without roots because our history is incorrectly and unfairly distributed by the ANC. It is therefore our duty as the liberation movement, Pan-Africanists, stalwarts, and flag bearers of black consciousness to correctly write and tell unapologetically the history to the masses. This is our battle today. And we say as young people of Azania, let us take back Africa. It belongs to us. Viva Azania, viva! Long live the streets of Robert Mangaliso Sobukwe, long live!
And the nation.
Viva Azayo, viva! Amandla! Comrade, without any waste of time, I'd like to present Comrade Gauteng Chairperson of Azapo, Comrade Mangoto Lusu. Over to you, sir. One Azania! One Azania! Is led to Africa! Long live the spirit of Mangaliso Sobukwe, long live! Budula Marapo, kita tsaya sebaka se gore o dumedisetse boetapele bo boleng ko godimo kwa ba Azanian People's Organization, Azapo, ba PAC, ba ZANU PF, ba SOPA, ba NATO. Le ba we do gore motho mong aka khona go ba mention ona lwa. We as the Azanian People's Organization are gathered here together with the PAC to pay homage to our people who were mercilessly slaughtered by the colonial regime in 1969. Our hearts are poured out to their families and relatives, that their blood will never be shed in vain. Azania itafita. Azania shall prevail. Wotsena mutabenya muso o ileng gore e sa le wa negotiatiwa go tloga ka 1994 ka nnete re a tseba re se re bina recitation ka taba eo gore ga gona seo re kgonang go se supa ka tšeo. There is nothing, absolutely nothing to show of that type of development that our people got shortchanged in Kempton Park in 1994, 18 years ago. Kannete we have fought dilo tsena di re makatsantsa mona Gauteng. Le a bona go na le ditsela ke re ke tse gape re patetse makgetho man go na le di-tax in this country. We are paying tax. Go na le mehuta ya di-tax. There is VAT, income tax, company tax, all sorts of taxes. We have paid all those taxes as obedient citizens of the country to build our infrastructure, our roads, so that our vehicles should travel well on those roads. But you see now what is happening, comrades.
Rip off.
What this government is doing has teamed together with their imperialist friends in other countries to fleece our resources so that there should be capital flight out of our country to build other economies of other imperialist countries. This is not all. This is not all. This calls for. This calls for the fortification of the Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania and the Azanian People's Organization as the Azanian Revolutionary Front that has to liberate our people in terms of true liberation. True liberation. We know, comrades, that to do that is to mobilize our people. Is to mobilize our people further and further. Of what use and benefit is the 1994 political settlement that left our land and our wealth in the hands of the oppressors and their imperialist partners. Azapo has times without number and still continues to say and remind the masses of our people that they should not be hoodwinked into believing that genuine freedom has been achieved on their behalf. What we witness for the past 18 years is the ruling party heaping hollow praises on themselves for having delivered beyond expectations. That's what they are making us to believe, that they have delivered beyond expectations. Azapo and the PAC owe it to our people to clear up the polluted political landscape and take over the reins of power to usher in true liberation. Under Azapo and or the PAC-led government, our people will undoubtedly crowd themselves in decent, habitable housing units,
not the present Hoovers, not the present Hoovers, called the RDP, which continue to dehumanize our people. Why should the country's resources be wasted to maintain 9 provincial administrations instead of deploying all these resources to the local government, where services are brought closer to our people? Why is it not done so? Why should we carry the burden of spending our scarce resources on maintaining the 9 administrations? Azania is a unitary state. Azania should not be balkanized. It should be a unitary state that does not promote ethnic enclaves. The present setup with the provinces is that they hinge on ethnicity. In other words, what this government is doing is to encourage what the Boers have done all these years. Let Azalpo and the PAC rescue our people from the bondage of international conglomerates colluding with the ruling party to forever milk the nation. What more are the masses of our people expected to pay for the structure of the roads when our finances are actually exported to other countries? We must be reminded that the people's insurrection here in Sharpeville in 1960, the people's insurrection here in Sharpeville in 1960 was planned and executed by the PAC under the leadership, under the overall leadership of Comrade Mangaliso Sobu. And no political party can now come around, can now jump around and claim legitimacy over the battles that were fought by our people led by the PAC in 1960. We must also remember that in 1976, there was a revolutionary upsurge in the country. That revolutionary upsurge was planned and executed by Stephen Bantu Biko, together with his comrades, under the banner of the Black Consciousness Movement. Therefore, you must understand, comrade, that this political party that is parading itself along our streets, parading itself that it is 100 years old. In its 100 years, it never endeavored to plan and execute any tangible, any meaningful program of liberation in this country. The only time we saw them around in their 100 years, when in 1994 they ran to the nationalist party regime and back to negotiate.
We are here, comrades, to salute the 1960 victims and their families. We salute the spirit of the late Esau Kheti, the former resident of the bar, who died in Botswana in 1987, whose remains will be fetched from Botswana to our country, Azania, on the 24th of this month, which is Saturday, to be reburied in Soweto, in the country of his birth. We are saying, as Azapo, that let's mobilize our forces together. Let's mobilize our forces that we get to 2014, so that our people should vote in great numbers for the PAC and the Azanian People's Organization. Those are the political parties that will make meaningful difference in the lives of our people in Azania. The 1960 victims have not died in vain. I'm still repeating, Azania shall prevail. Azania shall prevail. Isolate. Africa. One Azania. One nation. One nation. One Azania.
Discipline. Let me correct something. ANC is not 100 years. ANC is 10 years repeated 10 times. ANC has got no life of 100. They've got only 10 years repeated 10 times. So which means they've got no experience in the struggle. And we are now going to move to the last speaker of the day. I want everybody to be inside, and I would like us to sing as much as we can. I'll give you a chance, and then so that we can end our commemoration in a very high spirit. Viva Sopa, viva! Viva! Viva Azapo, viva! Viva! Viva PAC, viva! Viva! Comrades, let me acknowledge some of our last comrades. We've got Comrade Kandawil. He used to be a long time relationship with the mighty Bar. Comrade? We've got Ndatem Taumia, who's our long-time survivor. He was there when Ndatem Taumia was number one. Hi, Moran. I know you're not like, I'm sorry. And then lastly, we've got our honorable African woman who's in charge of all the organizing of the day. She has been with the party for a long time. Contact Andy Soa. Come so they can see you. Comrade, lastly, let me remind you, today it is the unveiling of the tombstone of the defier, of the undefiable, the only and the only one, wonderful, wonder boy, Robert Mangaliso Sobu Kenharafrayat. Lastly, comrades, let me say this before the main speaker comes in to say the ANC's time is coming to an end. In the words, listen carefully, in the words of Peter Tosh, he says, "You dumb Prasa man, where are you going to run to? Because when you run to the sea will be boiling. When you run to the rocks will be melting. We don't know where they will run to. Probably they will run to us as they've done this morning." Mutawaruka said lastly, negotiating for what belongs to you is not a noble thing to do. In those words, I want to rise our main speaker of the day, our long-term member of the party. We know he was our spokesperson at one stage, our national convener for the conference, Comrade Mutin Maiban, with a very strong revolution song. Yes, all the Comrade Mulatu Tanda, if you have chatted,
Bullet. Africa. Masters of ceremony, allow me to express our appreciation to the people of Sharpeville for having given us this opportunity to set foot here, to join forces with them, and remember the heroes of our struggle. The heroes that somewhere in the corridors of power, there's a greater desire to forget and to dishonor. Leadership of AZAPO, the leadership of the PAC, the leadership of the trade union movement, representatives of ZANU-PF, representatives of SOPA, COPE, welcome. PASMA and Azayo, forgive me for forgetting you. I was going to give you a greater honor at the end of this address. Kwamuri, imimi makomrezi ZANU-PF, moti kuna kushungu. Tripa chete. Pamberi de ZANU.
Pambere.
Pamberi de kupatana.
Pambere.
Pasi de mandu.
Panse.
Down with the imperialist running dogs.
Down. Yes.
Comrades and friends, and particularly you, the residents of Sharpeville, we are witnessing naked arrogance by a government that purports to be a government of the people. By taking the commemoration of the martyrs of 21 March 1960 to Soweto, it shows disrespect and disdain for those who laid down their lives on these grounds in order for the rulers to enjoy the privilege of being in government today. Not only has government disrespected the community of Sharpeville by moving this year's commemoration outside Sharpeville itself, the government has undermined an event whose sweat and blood brought a new and revolutionary dimension to our struggle for freedom. An event that earned our struggle the respect and support of the international community. I must say, however, that this government attitude started a long time ago. Firstly, it was the renaming of Sharpeville Langa Day as Human Rights Day. By so doing, government was trying to separate the events in Sharpeville and Langa from the geographical location where they actually took place. The events, it was taking away your and PAC's ownership of the event of Sharpeville Langa and thereby dilute the history. Secondly, government ignored Sharpeville and Langa when it channeled resources to develop Kliptown. And the question is why? Your guess is as good as mine. Sharpeville has retained the status of a backwater ghetto settlement from the days of apartheid. Sharpeville was only made important by government once a year and forgotten for 364 days in a year. Sharpeville cries out for development deserving of a community that played the role it did in our struggle. The pathetic issue today is that the government has become the antithesis of the values of our struggle. And our values were and are like this. The conditions for our people are not close to what we struggle for. We struggle for freedom, we struggle for prosperity, we struggle for the rule by the will of the people, which should mean respecting people's wishes and fulfilling their expectations. And we struggle in order to be of service to our people. And none of this are experienced by our people today. The mistake we made was to sit back since 1994, thinking that we have reached our struggle destination, where we hope that things would work out well for our country, thinking that our rulers would honor the memory of the victims of our struggle, like Robert Sobukwe and the Signature Bill residents who died in front of this police station. As I said, today's Sharpeville is the Sharpeville of 1960 that has been ignored by the apartheid regime and is ignored by the so-called People's Government today. Robert Mangaliso Sobu, a giant of our struggle, a brave and fearless leader who honored this event, does not have a monument in his honor anywhere in this country. We say a monument for Sobukwe is no longer negotiable. Taxpayers' money, taxpayers who today are free because of the great efforts of Mangaliso Sobukwe must be used to erect that monument. Our dream for freedom has turned sour. We are witnessing the reversal of the gate of the struggle, freedom of speech and association, independence of the judiciary, equal treatment by government despite your political affiliation. Yes. And we are suffering from lack of transparent governance. Oh, yes. We hear and witness on a daily basis the bleeding of state resources by our rulers. State enterprises have been privatized, with members of the ANC being the beneficiaries. State tenders and private and public partnerships, like the Gauteng Transport Infrastructure Development and its Gauteng e-tolling, are used to further burden taxpayers and enrich the politically connected. What is the way forward? You may ask. We hold the view that South Africans should accept that a revolution is a permanent project. Yes. Where we achieve our goals and thereafter defend those goals, defend those achievements, and enhance and advance them. To leave that responsibility to the rulers is a great mistake that we must correct now. Our challenge is to fight for the establishment of an Africanist socialist democracy. An Africanist socialist democracy underpinned by one man, one vote. This calls for the electoral system to open up for constituency-based
national and provincial elections where citizens have the option to vote for candidates put forward by parties or independent candidates. Such a system would ensure that the people of Sharpeville and throughout South Africa have the choice to elect party candidates or independent candidates so that we do not exclude the talent that lies outside parties if it is available and willing to serve our people. Comrades, it is time that the land question be confronted without equivocation. Land was central to our people's dispossession and impoverishment. Therefore, only access to land and its equitable distribution and distribution of other natural resources will redress the inequalities we experience today. Those who possess about 80% of our land cannot claim to be equal partners with us in the post-1994 era, while they keep that 80% of land out of our reach. There cannot be equality in circumstances where there is inequality regarding access to land and ownership of the land. Resolution of the land question will empirically lead to the resolution of economic and social inequalities experienced in South Africa today. There is a housing crisis now because there's no land available for housing development so that our people have shelter. And who are the majority of the people who suffer houselessness and homelessness? It is us, the landless. We call on the government to stop dilly-dally, to be sincere and with us confront the land question and resolve it before it is too late. It's too late. Amanda, Pamberi le Patana,
Pambere.
It's too late.
The Africa.
One Azania,
One nation.
one nation,
One Azania.
isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah, community have got short announcement there before we close. Azapo will be having a burial service of Comrade Esau Mokheti, former political commissar of Black Consciousness Movement in exile. On the 24th March, venue will be South Gauteng Technical College at Molapo, and service starts at 7 a.m. in the morning. Thank you.
So
those ones, if you don't salute them, they give you trouble. Discipline. Okay. Comrades, before we come to an end, I think we have reached a stage whereby we can close our rally with a very high note. I'll ask the comrades from Azapo to sing, comrades from PAC to sing for fire. You must sing very strong before we're just about to close. Before. I want just to say maybe, because I'll give a chance to sing, comrades. I want to remind you, comrades, that today there are many rallies throughout the country, but I want you to give an applause for attending one of the only three revolutionary rallies in this country today. The second thing, I want you to once more, those of you who know yourself that you are part of this revolutionary party called the PAC, because not everybody can be a member of the PAC. Those who are confused, those who are not having self-confidence, those who are not Africans, they will always go to the parties which says that South Africa belongs to all who live in it. Is that true? Yeah. So, comrades, let me get the announcement. There's an announcement from Pasman. I want the small to read himself. Very small. Okay, let me read it. There's a fifth year Pasman National Anniversary, 24 March 2012, Nkangala Fort College. That is Emalafet in Siabuson. There is a launch. We are going to sing that, comrades. We are done. There is a launch announcement at the Lenasia Extension 13. The Lenasia Extension 13 launch. I don't know what is the word number there. On the 25th of this month. Venue. It is Extension 13. Mosave or whatever. Maybe they know the venue. The time it is 2:30 for 15 hours. So you can give me. Okalwa, can you come? Oh, never, Can you contact Comrade Mukoni? One more last military song.
The Africa, I go to the government. Baba take transport, what's not transport, another transport outside. So anybody from the Kurulele Logo has transport, we have a transport outside. Is it?
Officially so. One comrade, or United States of Africa, whatever. One, who can sing? And this one. Come
down, Spirit of Sobukwe. Come down, Spirit of Sobukwe. Come down, Spirit of Sobukwe. Come down, Spirit of Sobukwe. Come down, Spirit of Sobukwe.
Long live! Long live the spirit of Mangalisa Robert Sobukwe! Long live! Long live the spirit of Zapania Mutoben! Long live! Please believe! Kiko Raina! Shangalash!
Ese vale se chumakawe ase asani. Ogo pa edu ako so se kulema. Ayu fa wenu ya ukanyisa ikena yawo. Onge awa mati kwenye zero. Ese vale se chumakawe ase asani. Ogo fa wenu ako so se kulema. Ayu fa wenu
Skumbuli apple China. Skumbuli apple China. Yo, skumbuli apple China. Skumbuli apple China. Yo, skumbuli apple China. Skumbuli apple China. Kemushela Africa. Kemushela Africa.
Hi, Morale! Hi, discipline! Hi, Morale! Please, betrayal!
Deserve the
Please, betrayal! Deserve the Please, betrayal!
Deserve the
Okono!
Agaletwa!
Okono!
Agaletwa!
Train the woman!
Train the nation!
Train the nation!
Train the woman!
Uyasabeka, we pass, uyasabeka. Njenganani, we pass, njenganani. Uyibubesi, we back, uyibubesi, we back, uyathusa, we back, uyathusa, we back, uyathusa. Discipline.
Africa Zone 7.
Hello, Paramela Mariteng. Barbesa and again, allocation. Copathering you on Ozai.
Hi, Morale. The commander yalombutho. Ngasho na last year. Ngathi PAC NEC mayingekho, I was still a national organizer. We are going to still succumb to the principles. Structures of PAC are not dead. PASMA is alive, and we are here. We are going to be in charge.
No
compromise.
No surrender.
I discipline. The one who must make an announcement about Zone 7 must be ready. I'm going to declare 1, 2, 3. One who must make an appointment about Zone 7 must be ready. Listen carefully. You will talk after I've said what I've said. Hi, Morale. Hi, discipline. Cadres of Azane, sons and daughters of the soil. We are just here in the monument as a norm that in Sharpeville, when we arrive and see the monument. And when we leave, we must say goodbye and pass our honors to the monument. Hi, Morale. It shall stand as an honor to all the martyrs who've fallen during this particular time. In actual fact, really our presence here is to visit the martyrs. Hence, this particular program is subject to be hosted in Sharpeville and Langa only. Maybe we must take the graveyard to somewhere first. Then we start to say something about history is being changed. Hi, Morale. Hi, discipline. Upokolo. As we are passing this honor, on behalf of all PAC members, PASMA members, PICO members, APLAMVA members, we will want to declare this as PASMA leadership. It has come to our attention that in actual fact, this particular commemoration day has been neglected so much. It has been neglected in such an extent that membership of an organization finds itself in titles. It has to struggle to even arrive here in Sharpeville. As PASMA, we are appealing to all members who have been loyal to this particular program, who have been consistent insofar as ensuring that they come in Sharpeville to commemorate, with or without challenges that we meet in Sharpeville. Our appeal will be as follows. From the president of PASMA, there will be a declaration made exactly on weekend, Saturday at 10 o'clock, midnight. The declaration will go as far as addressing how must we arrange the program, the genuine program of commemorating Sharpeville. PASMA will take a center stage in ensuring that one, all those who want to come and partake
in this particular program from all spheres of the country must be able to arrive on time in Sharpeville. We are highly condemning the fact that we must be able to lead people along the way because we recognize them wearing t-shirts. They are walking towards Sharpeville, as far as from Soweto, as far as from anywhere I can mention in the country. It must come to a stop, Ma Africa. It must be the last time we find our noble sons and daughters in a struggle to arrive in a commemoration that belongs to us. We are going to declare an entity. Those who are working, those who are able to bring something on the hand or on the table, they will be able, we are in a meeting, sir. Security